give just some first impressions on my new Shawn Mendes Musicmaster made by Fender. So I won't go through the stats because those are on 1,000 websites. I'll tell you the things that you really wouldn't know just from the pictures. For one, I want to point out that this pickguard is like no other pickguard I've ever seen. Most pickguards are just like a cheap plastic. This is like some glossy, I don't even know what to make of it. The gloss even like goes over the edges. It looks gorgeous. Like, I've never seen that on a guitar. I will say that the neck is like a nice matte finish. It's not overly glossy. It feels awesome. It's a C shape, but what I've noticed about Fender calling something C shape is that can mean pretty thin sometimes, like on some of the Mustang bullets I've seen. And then it can be something a bit thick, like on my Mexican Fender Mustang. This seems just kind of medium. It's nice, it feels good. The other thing I'll say, one time I heard online, it might have been Philip McKnight, someone had said that on like the Signature series or maybe even the special runs, they tend to go out with a better setup. And I'll say that this has a good setup from the beginning. I could do more intricate stuff more easily if I lowered the action even a little bit more, because that's how I personally like it. But it has a good setup. It is nice. The other thing I'm going to tell you is these pickups sound amazing. It's just a beautiful sound. Whether I coil tap it or leave it as a humbucker, whether I go in between the two, it sounds gorgeous. What I'll compare that to is I've got a 2012 Mexican Mustang. Now this is an offset Mexican instrument made by Fender as well. What I'll say about this is the pickups that came in my shell pink Mustang, they're single coils, and they are so shrill and trebly. It feels like there's no bottom end, there's not even any mids really. And other guitar players who've checked it out, they agree. They're like, hey, you know, so if somebody would have told me that the pickups in that came out of a $50 guitar from China, I would have believed them. That's how bad those pickups sound. Now, I went ahead and put a humbucker in the neck that only takes up a single coil spacing, and it still cannot touch the sound of this, which is understandable because this is a full humbucker which you can coil tap. This thing has a gorgeous sound. I really can't see any space alien playing this thing and saying, I'm disappointed in the sound of that guitar. It sounds gorgeous. Again, Fender Mustang, I love it, and I'll put different pickups in it. I love offsets. I love 24-inch scale. That sounds horrible. And I could never have left that stock and played it live. This, I can't imagine who would ever change these pickups. It's all just gorgeous to look at and to hear. And for me personally, who has owned many guitars, there's not a single disappointment regarding this instrument, and so many nice nuances, like the coil tap, which of course turns this into a single coil if you wish. I even like the chrome switch tip and these nice knobs that are chrome, which is not the typical Fender knobs. So anyway, I hope that helps someone as you make your decision. These all seem to go really quickly. So if you think you want one, you might want to just jump on it. Take care.